Have you ever wondered what makes someone quietly more precious than gold as they age? It's not wealth, it's not status, and it's certainly not just luck. The truth is, after 65, there are certain qualities that, when nurtured, transform a person into someone truly irreplaceable, someone others deeply respect, admire, and want to be around. But the surprising thing, many people overlook these very things, letting them slip away without realizing how much value they hold. In this video, we're going to explore 6 powerful things that, when cultivated, will make you not just loved, but truly cherished. These qualities have nothing to do with appearance or material success. They have everything to do with how you live, how you think, and how you carry yourself. The best part? These are things you can develop at any stage in life. No matter where you are right now, you have the ability to nurture these 6 things and become the kind of person whose presence alone makes an impact. Stay with me until the very end, because the last one is something that most people don't realize until it's too late. If you've ever felt like you're fading into the background as you age, or if you've wondered how to maintain your sense of purpose and dignity, this is for you. These 6 things will not only help you stand out in a quiet, powerful way, but they will also give you a deep sense of fulfillment, something more valuable than any treasure in the world. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you enjoy this video, please type 1 in the comments. If you don't like it, type 0 in the comments to let me know so I can make better videos for you. Now let's get started. Number 1, the ability to stay calm in any situation. One of the most valuable traits a person can develop after 65 is a deep sense of calm, a presence that reassures others, brings peace to a room, and makes people feel safe. This kind of calm isn't about ignoring problems or pretending everything is fine. It's about having the wisdom to know what truly matters, the patience to let go of small irritations, and the ability to remain steady even when life throws challenges your way. As we age, we see more of life. We witness loss, change, and unexpected hardships. Some people let these experiences make them bitter or anxious, but the ones who become quietly more precious than gold are those who learn how to stay centered, who don't panic over minor inconveniences, who don't let every disagreement turn into a battle, and who know how to bring a sense of perspective when others feel overwhelmed. Take someone like Harold, a 74-year-old retired firefighter. Years ago, his presence alone could calm an entire room. He wasn't the loudest person. He wasn't the most commanding, but there was something about him, his steady tone, his ability to listen, his way of offering reassurance without overreacting. Even now in retirement, people naturally gravitate toward him. His grandchildren love talking to him because he never dismisses their feelings. His friends trust him because they know he won't add fuel to a fire. His wife, after decades of marriage, still feels comforted by the way he handles life's ups and downs. This kind of calm isn't about being passive. It's about knowing when to act and when to let things go. It's about choosing not to waste energy on things that won't matter in a year. It's about having the strength to stay level-headed when others are overwhelmed. The most respected older adults are those who don't let emotions control them. They pause before reacting. They listen before speaking, and they understand that most arguments aren't worth it. They don't waste time proving themselves to people who don't matter. They don't let frustration dictate their mood. Instead, they become the kind of person who others turn to in moments of crisis, the kind of person who makes a room feel instantly more at ease just by being in it. And here's the secret. This kind of calm doesn't just make others respect you. It makes your own life infinitely better. It reduces stress, strengthens relationships, and helps you focus on what truly brings joy. If you've ever known someone with this presence, you know how powerful it is. And if you cultivate it within yourself, you will become someone quietly more valuable than gold, not because of what you own, but because of the peace you bring to the people around you. Number 2, a sense of curiosity that never fades. One of the greatest mistakes people make as they age is believing that learning, discovery, and new experiences are only for the young. But the truth is, the people who remain quietly more precious than gold are the ones who never stop being curious. They continue to explore, to ask questions, to embrace new ideas. They don't become stuck in their ways or dismiss things just because they're different from what they once knew. Curiosity keeps the mind sharp, but more importantly, it keeps the spirit alive. The older adults who remain vibrant and engaging are the ones who stay open to new conversations, new books, new skills, new perspectives. They don't shut down discussions with, "That's just the way things are." Instead, they ask, "Tell me more." They listen, they absorb, and they remain lifelong learners. Not just in formal education, but in the way they approach the world. Take someone like Evelyn, a 76-year-old former schoolteacher. She could have easily fallen into a routine of watching the same shows, talking to the same people, and repeating the same stories. But instead, she actively seeks out new things. She reads books outside her usual interests. She listens when younger people talk about their experiences instead of dismissing them as too different. She learns new technology not because she has to, but because she enjoys keeping up with how the world is evolving. And as a result, she is endlessly fascinating to talk to. People are drawn to her not just because she is wise, but because she isn't stuck in the past. She stays present, engaged, and ever growing. Curiosity is what makes a person feel alive at any age. It prevents boredom, fights off stagnation, and ensures that every year is filled with fresh discoveries. But more importantly, it makes a person someone others genuinely enjoy being around. Nobody wants to sit through a conversation with someone who refuses to see the world beyond their own narrow experiences. But someone who asks questions, who shows genuine interest in the lives of others, who remains engaged in the world around them, that person is unforgettable. Here's the truth. People who set their ways too early often become bitter, frustrated, and isolated. But people who keep asking, learning, and growing remain energized, relevant, and deeply valued. And that curiosity, it's not something that naturally fades. It's something you have to choose to nurture every single day. If you've ever met someone who radiates that kind of curiosity, you know how magnetic it is. And if you cultivate it within yourself, you will never feel like life is passing you by. You will always feel like you're in the middle of something meaningful. If this resonates with you, if you've ever felt the joy of learning something new, if you believe that curiosity is the key to staying vibrant, let me know by commenting number 2 below. Your engagement helps me continue creating content that supports and uplifts you. Number 3, the strength to set boundaries without guilt. One of the most valuable things you can cultivate after 65 is the ability to set boundaries to protect your time, your energy, and your peace without feeling guilty. Too many people, especially as they get older, fall into the trap of people-pleasing, saying yes when they really want to say no, tolerating disrespect out of habit, or allowing others to take more than they give. But the truth is, the most quietly powerful people are the ones who know their worth and refuse to compromise it. Boundaries are not about being cold, distant, or selfish. They are about knowing what you will and will not accept. They are about making sure that you are not sacrificing your well-being just to make others comfortable. And when you master this skill, you instantly become someone who is respected, valued, and quietly more precious than gold. Take someone like Robert, a 73-year-old retired mechanic. For most of his life, he had a hard time saying no. If someone needed help moving, he'd do it even if his back hurt. If a friend or family member constantly called him just to complain, he'd listen even when it drained him emotionally. If someone pushed his boundaries, he'd stay silent because he didn't want to create conflict. But over time, he started to feel exhausted, stretched thin, and unappreciated. That's when he made a decision to start valuing his own time as much as he valued others. Now, Robert has firm but kind boundaries. He helps when he genuinely wants to, but not out of obligation. He listens to others, but he no longer allows himself to be an emotional dumping ground. He spends time with people who uplift him, not people who drain him. And most importantly, he doesn't feel guilty for prioritizing his own well-being. The result? He is happier, healthier, and more respected than ever before. Here's what most people don't realize. When you allow others to overstep your boundaries, you teach them that it's okay. But when you clearly define what is and isn't acceptable, you naturally attract people who respect your time, your energy, and your presence. The strongest, most graceful older adults are not the ones who let others walk all over them. They are the ones who can say no with confidence without needing to explain themselves. They know that their time is valuable. They know that they deserve relationships built on mutual respect. And they know that the people who truly care about them will honor their boundaries. Instead of trying to push past them, the best part is when you set boundaries. You don't just gain respect from others, you gain self-respect. You stop feeling resentful, exhausted, or taken for granted. You start feeling in control, at peace, and deeply valued. Number 4, a presence that brings warmth and comfort. One of the most powerful things a person can cultivate after 65 is the ability to make others feel at ease. This doesn't mean being the loudest person in the room or constantly trying to entertain. It means having a presence that makes people feel safe, understood, and valued. A presence that others seek out not because of what you give them, but because of how you make them feel. People who possess this quality have something truly rare, a quiet warmth that draws others in. They are the kind of people you want to sit next to in a room full of strangers. The kind of people who, without even saying much, make you feel like you belong. They listen without judgment. They offer kindness without expecting anything in return, and they make the world around them feel a little lighter. Take someone like Joan, a 75-year-old former nurse. She has a way of making everyone around her feel at home. She doesn't force conversations. She doesn't dominate the room, and yet people are naturally drawn to her. When she speaks with gentleness and sincerity. When she listens, she truly listens, not just waiting for her turn to talk, but making people feel like their words matter because of this. People love being around her. She isn't flashy, she isn't seeking attention, but her warmth is unforgettable. This kind of presence isn't about what you say, it's about how you make people feel. It's the way you offer a reassuring smile when someone seems uncertain. The way you let others fully express themselves without interrupting or dismissing their feelings. The way you share kindness in small but meaningful ways, a thoughtful comment, a genuine compliment, a simple act of care. And here's the beautiful thing. People don't forget this kind of presence long after conversations are over. They remember how you made them feel. They remember the comfort of being near you. They remember the kindness in your voice, the softness in your expression, the way you made them feel like they mattered. This is what makes someone quietly more precious than gold. Not money, not power, not being the center of attention, but being a source of warmth in a world that often feels cold. And the best part? This kind of presence doesn't fade with age. It deepens. It's not about youth, beauty, or charisma. It's about a lifetime of wisdom, patience, and love, things that only grow stronger with time. If you've ever met someone whose mere presence brought you comfort, you know how rare and special this is. And if you cultivate this within yourself, you will be someone people cherish. Not for what you have, but for who you are. If this resonates with you, if you believe in the power of warmth and kindness, let me know by commenting number 4 below. Your engagement helps me continue creating content that supports and uplifts you. Number 5, the ability to find joy and simplicity. One of the greatest secrets to a truly fulfilling life after 65 is learning to find joy in the simple things. This doesn't mean settling for less. It means recognizing that some of the most beautiful, meaningful moments don't come from big achievements or extravagant experiences. They come from small, everyday pleasures that too many people overlook. People who are quietly more precious than gold are those who have mastered this. They don't need constant excitement to feel content. They don't chase things they don't really want. Instead, they have a way of seeing beauty where others see nothing special. A warm cup of coffee on a quiet morning, the feeling of sunlight on their face, the way laughter sounds when shared with good friends, the peace of a simple, well-lived day. Take someone like George, an 80-year-old retired carpenter. He's not wealthy, he's not famous, but he is genuinely happy. He doesn't waste time complaining about what he doesn't have. He wakes up every morning with a deep appreciation for what he does have. When he takes a walk, he notices the way the leaves move in the wind. When he eats a meal, he truly enjoys each bite. When he talks to his old friends, he listens, laughs, and soaks in the moment. instead of letting his mind drift to worries about the past or future. And here's what makes this so powerful. People can feel this kind of contentment. They can sense when someone is at peace with life, when someone is genuinely grateful, when someone has let go of the need to constantly chase more and instead appreciates what is already there. And that kind of presence is rare. It is magnetic. It is the kind of presence that others want to be around. But here's the problem. Too many people spend their later years focusing on what's missing instead of what's right in front of them. They dwell on regrets, they compare their lives to others, they convince themselves that happiness is something they left behind. But the truth is, the most precious people are those who know how to make the present moment feel enough. They don't waste energy complaining about things they can't change. They don't let small inconveniences ruin their peace. They choose joy over and over again in the smallest of ways. This isn't about pretending that life is always perfect. It's about training your mind to notice the good even on the ordinary days. It's about appreciating what's already here instead of longing for something else. And it's about realizing that true happiness isn't found in grand moments. It's built little by little in the way you move through life every single day. Number 6, a deep sense of self-respect that no one can shake. There is something undeniably powerful about a person who knows their worth, someone who carries themselves with quiet dignity, who doesn't seek approval from others, and who refuses to let age diminish their sense of self. This kind of deep, unwavering self-respect is one of the most valuable things you can cultivate after 65, and it is what makes a person truly irreplaceable. Many people spend their younger years worrying about what others think of them, trying to fit in, trying to prove themselves, trying to be liked. But the people who become quietly more precious than gold are the ones who, with time, learn that their worth is not something that needs to be validated by anyone else. They stop chasing external approval. They stop wasting energy on people who don't appreciate them. And most importantly, they stop apologizing for who they are. Take someone like Louise, a 78-year-old retired librarian. She used to be the kind of person who always put others first, who went out of her way to make everyone happy, even at the expense of her own happiness. But as she got older, she realized something. Her time, her energy, and her peace mattered too. She stopped saying yes to things she didn't want to do. She stopped feeling guilty for prioritizing herself, and she stopped letting other people's opinions define her choices. And because of that, she became someone others deeply respect. Self-respect isn't about being arrogant or dismissing others. It's about knowing your own value and refusing to let anyone diminish it. It's about setting standards for how you deserve to be treated and never lowering those standards just to keep someone else comfortable. It's about looking in the mirror and knowing that, no matter what, you are enough as you are without needing to prove anything to anyone. And here's the thing. People can feel when someone respects themselves. It's in the way they speak, the way they walk, the way they handle challenges. A person with self-respect doesn't beg for attention. They don't need validation. They don't tolerate disrespect. Instead, they carry themselves with a quiet strength that makes others instinctively treat them with the same respect they demand from themselves. But too many people, as they age, let their self-worth fade. They convince themselves that they are less valuable just because they are older. They believe that they must shrink themselves, stay silent, or accept less than they deserve. But the truth is, age should make your self-respect stronger, not weaker. Because with age comes experience, wisdom, and the realization that your worth has never been dependent on anyone else's opinion of you. If this resonates with you, if you believe in the power of self-respect and standing tall in your worth, let me know by commenting number 6 below. Your engagement helps me continue creating content that supports and uplifts you. Final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to reflect on these 6 things. They are not about wealth, status, or external success. They are about something much deeper. How you carry yourself, how you treat others, and how you choose to live every single day. The people who are quietly more precious than gold are not the ones who chase attention or demand recognition. They are the ones who cultivate wisdom, kindness, and a deep sense of self-worth, qualities that only grow stronger with time. But here's the key. These things don't just happen by themselves. They require intention, they require a choice, and they require a commitment to becoming the kind of person who, no matter where they are in life, continues to grow, evolve, and shine in their own quiet, powerful way. If you recognize yourself in any of these 6 things, or if you feel inspired to start nurturing them more in your own life, know that you are already on the right path. These qualities are not just about making others value you, they are about helping you value yourself. And when you do that, when you truly embrace the person you are meant to be, you will find that respect, admiration, and deep fulfillment naturally follow. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 6 things resonated with you the most? Have you already started nurturing them in your own life? Or is there one that you want to focus on more? Share your thoughts in the comments. I truly enjoy reading your experiences and insights. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.